Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Harvest Chants. My name is Jen and thank you for tuning in. Tonight we're going to be talking a little bit more about the book as well as going behind the scenes of the upcoming harvest crafts or holiday crafts. Also, there's not much to announce these days other than to tune in to holiday crafts coming next week. We're going to be hitting record here at the studio. We're going to be making miniature Christmas trees for small homes and apartments using things that you would be very surprised. No new announcements for the book. Everything is still in early development, as well as trying to zero in on the plot. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Holiday Crafts was originally called Fantasy Crafts originally. But after I decided to get rid of Fantasy Crafts completely, because of there's really not much I could do for that show, plus it was getting a little too extreme as far as projects go, I've decided to make Harvest my main show, my main problem. Holiday Crafts is now considered Harvest Crafts, but for the holidays like Christmas and so forth. This year we're making Christmas trees. You will be very surprised with the list. I am using a foam base as well as felt and beads. This was a very cheap project to get. Probably one of the cheapest projects ever, really, because everything was on sale due to the holiday sale that they have at Michael's every year. I wouldn't dare to go near the Christmas section because everyone is always in that section. I'm always in the back of the store. That's where all the good stuff is at. And I am going to be putting those small LED string lights onto the Christmas tree. They, like I mentioned, that was probably they were actually pretty reasonable in price, only $6.99 if I could recall. They're good for using like those little jars on the fairy jars, as well as other small crafts. If you're going to be using those type of lights, I highly recommend using, they recently came out with Gorilla Glue sticks for the hot glue. It lasts longer and it's more of a sturdier material to use, especially if you're making crafts that you're planning on using all year round. I use that particular type for my wreaths in particular, as well as the smaller projects that I've done for here in the past. So tune in for holiday crafts coming next week. If you're looking for something to do for the holidays and you want an inexpensive Christmas tree. Now for the book. The artwork that you're seeing today is not canon for the book. This is just a fun experimental sketch. This is mostly for me to experiment with effects on my softwares that I use at home. Like I mentioned earlier, the book is still in early development, so don't expect this book to be out right away. I'm still trying to figure out the plot as well as the characters. I have decided for the Silverhorn tribe that they're going to be a earthy tone of browns, grays, greens, and golds, as well as other earthy tones like orange and clay colors. The other tribes will be a little bit more of a vibrant tones, like your pastels and neon colors and all that fun stuff. Phoenix will encounter the neighboring tribe, which is the Lotus Sky, which is an enemy of the Silverhorn, due to their different cultures and ways of thinking. The Silverhorn wants to be the more of a superior tribe because of their use of technology and AI. The Lotus Horn are more of the old ways, like healing, sorcery, art, architecture, the old ways, pretty much. The Lotus Sky is based off of Quetzalcoatl and the Rainbow Serpent. Their early sketches will be on my Instagram. I recently got back on Instagram just the other day. So if you're looking to look at the progress of the book, go follow my Instagram at Harvest Witch Studios, or feel free to check out my YouTube channel, Harvest Witch Studios, as well. I might be going back on Pinterest as well, so keep an eye on that. That is all for today. Sorry for a short episode. Everything is still and is going well with the book, and make sure you check it out as soon as it released. Like I mentioned in earlier episodes, this will be on a grayscale palette, meaning that there will be no color. I might add color, but right now but at the moment, right now, my heart is set on a grayscale to avoid any controversy and other issues that could be unnecessary. Make sure you tune in for holiday crafts next week, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy holidays, everyone, and stay creepy.